Hey, what's up? Bertrand here from Design, and in this video, I wanted to talk about how, if you are an author, if you are someone who writes a lot, especially you write a lot of articles or you create a lot of content for social media, written content, and then the issue with written content often is that then you need to illustrate it. You write something and then you need an image to represent it, but you never find the right image. You can go to stock photo websites. There's the free ones, which are amazing. But you might not find exactly what you're looking for. And then there are the paid ones, which can be very expensive, where you might pay a lot of money, but still not find what you need. So this case study is for one of our customers called Maria. So Maria, she's a best-selling author. She sells books on aromatherapy from her website, which is mariachasteen.com. And it's all, I forgot to turn on the translation, sorry, it's all in German. But basically, you can see her books on Amazon, where, she has hundreds of five stars reviews essentially. So, someone very knowledgeable, and she wrote 36 books on aromatherapy. So, 34 in German, two in English. And so, she's a very prolific writer. And what she told me when we had our onboarding call with Design is that people always send their questions about essential oils, essentially. And so what she does is that she takes those questions and she writes articles to answer them. Now, the articles that she writes are very detailed articles. Okay, so they go into like recipes, she goes into sometimes the science of it, she includes references. So, these are not quick article, so to speak. Some of them are shorter or longer, but they are all very well structured, very in depth, and very informative on precise steps to take and things to do to benefit from essential oils, essentially. And so the challenge that Maria had was that she was using. Um, okay, let's go. I'll go through my case study here just to make sure I'm on track. So, the first challenge was that the cost of buying new images for a blog image was very high. So she used to have a subscription for a stock photo subscription service, like one of the big ones, essentially. And for her usage, which was about 50 images also a month for articles, because she writes several articles every week, so maybe two, three articles per week. She was paying up to $2,000 a year just for having good quality photo, essentially. Um, that's the first issue, the cost. The second issue was that often the stock images were not representative of our brand. Like her brand is all about nature, wellness. Maria lives in the countryside in Austria. She loves flowers. She loves just natural elements, and she wasn't able to convey that with her imagery. So the imagery was always a bit. It worked, but it's missing something, right? As you can see here, it's very standard. So that was our second issue. And the third issue is that the images that she used were not actually representative of her articles. So, like, she would write an article on I don't want to get too much into it because I don't know this topic, and plus it's in German, so I don't understand. But like, she would write a very lengthy articles on, the benefits of essential oil for aging or for, various, problems or ailments that people may have. And then the image would be, it would be hard to find something that really represents what she means, what the words mean, because she writes a 500,000 words article on a topic, and then you have to go on a stock photo site and just type one single keyword. So that's a problem because you're trying to essentialize a concept which comes from all your knowledge, years of experience, where you write 1,000 words article and you're trying to essentialize that into a single word that you type in a search box. You type aromatherapy, and then you try to make it matched with your content. That's a very difficult to do. So the solution, so using Design V2 during her onboarding session, she was able to set up a new system for generating blog images that were consistent with our brand and save thousands in terms of future stock imagery for the future. So the first thing that we did is that we established our brand guidelines. So basically, we have a little onboarding chatbot that asks you questions like, what's your business about? What are your main colors? Do you have a font? What's your brand values? And what are the key visual elements you like to see? So in our case, we put nature, flowers, essential oil bottles. Like she wanted those elements in our visual. Then we define the target audience for the style of imagery. And so we had the basis of our brand, and that information is put into the design system so that it's always available. So with the first image here, it was to do an article about DNA and aging and longevity. So before, she used an image which was fine. It showed the DNA strand, but it had none of our branding elements. It had no colors. It had none of our key visuals. So it was not a match to what she meant. So using Dezygn, what we did, and this is the image we generated for the same blog article. So now you can see, let me see if I can zoom in here for you. Can I zoom in? Oh no, this is just zooming the text. So now you can see that you have an image that represents your brand. You have the nature elements, you have the flowers, you have the lush greenery, and also, as you can see, there is now a woman, added to the image. And the process that we use is that we actually copied the text of our article, the entire text of the article, and we put it into Dezygn. So basically from there, Dezygn generated several images. And this is a process that is unique to us, as far as I know. And basically what we do is that we have your brand identity in our platform. Then we take the content of one of your article, we mix this with our design technologies, AI parameters, and so on. And the result is what I would call perfect designs. Because these designs are in line with your brand identity, they are in line with your words. Because this article was about longevity and feeling better and DNA and essential oils and so on. And so we didn't ask the AI to create an image of a woman and a DNA strand. We just copy pasted the entire article into the system and we click generate, essentially. So this is a breakthrough where now we can turn your words into beautiful images. And these are your words. It's very unique. All the images you see here were generated because she wrote them, and that's the beautiful thing. And she didn't have to prompt for images. We just took her words literally and turned them into visuals. The second image here is for a cinnamon essential oil article. She has Basically, the before was a generic image from a stock photography website, and then the after was what we did with Dezygn. So you can see that with the new image, well, first of all, it's very high resolution, very high quality. There is no defect on the image. It's 100% relevant to the article because, again, we took the article content and that was the prompt for generating this image with mixing it with our brand image data that we have. Also, it incorporates Maria's brand colors, so she wanted a bit of magenta in all of our imagery, and you can see we have this magenta flowers in the background and everywhere. And she also wanted, for legal reasons around selling information about essential oils, she wanted an unbranded, an oil bottle with no brands, no label. So that was also achieved through Dezygn. And then in the last example here, so this was an article about how essential oil diffusers can help kids concentrate. And this was another use case because here the child, the image, sorry, that she has here, she wanted to keep the same composition. Okay, so the before image that you see the kid wearing a book like a hat, she wanted that same image. So in this case, we're not copying the article text and putting it into the system. We're taking an existing image, then we are infusing it with our brand details, and we're creating a new visual. And so with our process here, we're able to achieve exceptional results. You can see the original image is above from a stock photography website, it's a great image, but it's lacking our brand elements, our brand flavor. And you can see in the after here that now she's in the image, you can see that there is a magenta flower, there is a bottle of oil, essential oil on the table. You can see the layout is essentially the same, but it's a brand, right? So, and this process can be summarized as such. So we have the brand identity, we take the original image, we do our design magic, and it creates also perfect designs. So not only can you create design from your existing content, like text content, you can also create designs from existing imagery and infuse them with your identity and your style. So yeah, and then we created some more of these images as well. And finally, using our image overlay feature, where you can put your logo, your dark or light logo over any image. Now Maria can now easily apply branding to her image, so she can claim ownership and make images her own. And with this imagery she's creating, because it's based on such unique parameters like her personality, her brand, her articles, her content, these are 100% her image. It's not something that anybody else could do. Essentially, it would be impossible unless someone has the exact same parameters. That's like a chance in a million. So thanks to Dezygn, Maria is now about to save thousands on future stock imagery fees. She'll no longer have to pay. She can generate consistent imagery at will that truly represent her brand. She can create images from her article content without any prompting. So it doesn't even distract her workflow as a writer. She writes her article and she copies the text of her article and she puts it into Dezygn, and she gets beautiful image just for that article that are in line with her design. She can also create images from existing images. If you want to keep a special composition, a special style, she can do that. And she can finally apply her brand or logo to these visuals and retain 100% ownership's right. So for a writer like Maria, someone that creates a lot of content, posts a lot of content, design is a game changer. It allows her to finally turn her words, her essence, her brand into beautiful images. So yeah, that's pretty much for this case study. Thank you for watching it. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions about it.